Question number 4, what would a no Brexit deal mean for my company? In our view, a no Brexit deal would drag the UK into recession, and this for 2 consecutive years starting in 2019. Definitely the fact that there will be from one day to another, so basically on the 29th March 2019 at 11 p.m. GMT, custom checks will be introduced and tariffs will be introduced on imports and on imports of the UK, but also on the imports of the other trading partners of the UK. So basically there will be a disruption in terms of how long these custom checks will take and what would be the waiting time on the road due to this additional administrative paperwork. And some estimates point to 5 hours of waiting time. And this because of 3 minutes of additional checks. And definitely if we translate this into kilometers of queuing, it will be more than 30 kilometers. So you can see that there will be a disruption in terms of transport, but also higher prices given the implementation of import tariffs. So if we take into account the fact that the UK will have the same WTO schedules as the European Union, it means that there will be similar import tariffs that the UK will implement on its imports, but that the EU also will implement on imports from the UK. So if we take into account the United States or China, with whom the European Union doesn't have a free trade agreement and trades under the WTO conditions, the average tariff is around 5%. But then if we look by sectors, there is a clear divergence. If we take the car industry, for example, tariffs can go up to 10%, but if we go and look at agricultural products or beverages, tariffs can be above 25%. So definitely an impact on how strong the UK exports would adjust, and we expect a loss of around 30 billion sterling after the first year of the implementation of the tariffs. Not to talk about the fact that the UK would lose from one day to another all the free trade agreements that it benefits from thanks to the European Union membership. And this, we talk about more than 40 plus free trade agreements. On these ones, the same import tariffs that the UK will apply with the European Union would also apply to them. So overall, this disruption risk, which would be temporary, but it will take time to resolve, and the fact that import tariffs and administrative burdens will increase, we expect GDP growth to contract by -1% in 2019, which would lead to a spike in business insolvencies. So we expect plus 20% in 2019, which compares to 9% in the baseline scenario where the UK secures a Brexit deal by 29th of March 2019.